We begin tonight with news from the Capitol after the governor signed hands-free driving legislation into law. Iowans are now limited to a single touch to turn your phone on or off and can only fully use your phone while at a complete stop, like during a red light. Our Connor O'Neill shares with us the stories of impacted families who pushed for this legislation for years.
As the governor officially made Iowa the 31st state in the U.S. to have a hands-free driving law on Wednesday, a room of nearly 100 people looked on. It was a moment survivors and family members who have lost loved ones to distracted driving have waited years for.
There was a car cutting the corner, and when I looked at the person, their head was down on the phone, distracted driving. And that was one of those moments where you always hear about it and it goes through your mind. What was the last thing I said to my wife? What was the last thing I said to my kids, my grandkids?
I had a terrible accident. I ended up having to have 2 surgeries. I was in the hospital for 17 days and off work for 2 months. But I actually feel like I'm one of the lucky ones because I can tell you my story today.
Some of those family members who lost their spouse or their child to a driver who was texting while driving, having the courage to tell their stories again.
Our daughter Ellen was killed on August 2nd, 2020, just outside of Charles City. She was hit and thrown into a ditch and died by a distracted driver.
She was just walking on the side of the road, and the driver took their eyes off the road for a little bit, was distracted with their phone, and I got there and they were doing CPR on the street.
Verba said even though he can't bring his wife Jenny back, knowing this law will help save more lives makes him and so many others happy.
It's this generation's safety issue. It was like wear seatbelts and don't drink drunk when I was learning to drive. This is the safety issue for this generation that have to deal with this, to protect yourself and your family and other innocent people that are out there on the roads today.
Reporting from the State House, Connor O'Neill, Local 5 News.
Starting on July 1st, drivers will be issued warnings for violating the policy for the first 6 months. But after that, law enforcement will begin issuing $100 fines.